Hey, welcome to the channel. What we're going to talk about today is the new EFI systems that are on these snow blowers and even the lawnmowers that are coming out. Stuff that you need to be aware of to make sure that you don't end up with a lot of parts tore apart. So stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, if you didn't already know it, and today we're going to be working on a Cub Cadet 2X EFI system that the customer had brought in a box. Now normally what do I tell you on my videos? If they bring it in with a box of parts, do the cross and say no. But one of our better customers. The problem that most people have is they know just enough to get themselves into trouble. And that's definitely the case here. Because the one thing that he didn't know was that there's a battery in these circuits. And it's hid right underneath this cover. And there's a charger port on that side that you can plug in to the wall unit to charge this battery and maintain this battery. My gut went with the battery first, so I pulled the battery and we checked the voltage on it, and it wasn't reading 12 volts. It was low, just about nothing. And knowing these systems, I know that it requires 12.5 volts just to power up the ECM and the coil and the fuel pump that pressurizes the fuel to the injector. See, that's the nice thing with the EFI. You turn the key on and it's going to pump the fuel up to pressure, right? But where is it pumping it from? You would think, and he thought, that with putting the cord in where the starter is, that would kind of charge the whole system, and it doesn't. The only time that this is charging this battery is when the unit is running. It's not from the cord. So the cord, the only thing the cord's going to do for you is start the machine with a push button instead of pull starting, okay? So before you go tearing everything apart, first understand that you have a battery, because all EFIs have got a battery system that they rely on to function. And if this battery is not 100%, then you're going to have either a rough running machine or a non-running machine. And he said this went from a great running machine to just, it wouldn't start, it wouldn't do anything. You know, turn over, but that was it. That's the culprit. So on that note, you guys have a great day. In the comments, have you seen this before? And, you know, this is what I said, you know, to you guys here last week, is that if you don't stay current with the current stuff, you become, as a mechanic, new old stock. And the way technology is going, you need to embrace it. EFI systems, it's not really that hard. It's different than the carburetors, guys. You know, how to work on them and this and that. There's good to it and there's bad. You know, the old carbureted thing, if you could pull start it, you know, the fuel was there and the fire went around on the flywheel. You know, not these EFI systems. They need that 12.5 volts to function. In the comments, have you run into this stuff yet? And have you checked batteries to see if that was the issue before you went tearing into these? Because as a mechanic, this is the first thing you should check. Don't bother compression. Check the battery. Because if the battery's not up, it's not going to fire on that plug. If you take a spark tester and you put it on there and you hit the electric start, it will not light it up. It's got to have a charged battery. All right, guys.